Well, hey there, Ricky on Wakefield family. This is Tracy Owens, and I just wanted to follow up the quiz question that I put over on the Facebook community page yesterday. True or false, you can drink too much water. And the reason I put that out there was because I saw another post on another site yesterday where this group was proposing that you should drink like 3 gallons of water a day. And that is just crazy. The answer to can you drink too much water is true. You definitely can drink too much water. How much fluid do you need every day? It is simply this formula right up here. Half your weight in ounces is what you need to have every day. I do like to point out this is how much fluid you need. It's not water, so that means all fluid counts. What you drink in the form of coffee or tea or milk, that does count towards your fluid needs. It is absolute nonsense to try to drown yourself in 3 gallons of water a day. It is important to know the signs of dehydration. Most people do err on the side of not drinking enough. So especially as we go into the hot months, unfortunately not hot yoga right now, but I won't go there. But as we go into the hot months, it is important to be aware of signs of dehydration. As far as how do you know if you've had too much, first of all, know the formula. The second thing is if you can just monitor the color of your urine. We do this with athletes all the time. If your urine looks like apple juice, then you're dehydrated. If it looks like pale lemonade, then you've done a good job. We use this color chart with athletes all the time. Basically, we go by colors number 1, 2, and 3. If your urine is clear, if you're having to run to the bathroom like 2 and 3 times an hour, then you are drinking too much fluid. You don't need to be doing that. And Captain Eric, he did post this out there, and this is absolutely true. This is what happens when you drink too much water. You get a decrease in the sodium concentration in your bloodstream. You end up having fluid that will rush into your brain because typically we have what's called a blood-brain barrier that doesn't allow that to happen. But when you have too much fluid, we have hyponatremia, so we have a low concentration of sodium. You can end up getting too much fluid in your brain swells, you can develop seizures, coma, and you can die. I actually had a patient one time, this happened to her. She did it because she was doing some walk in Colorado, and it was a 2-day walk, and she was afraid that she was going to get dehydrated. And she was constantly sipping water out of a Camelback. So she was taking in more fluid than she needed, and it didn't have the electrical charge of sodium to it. And she woke up 3 days later in ICU from a coma. Doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. So be careful not to fall into the nonsense of thinking that you just need to drown yourself in fluid or in water. All right, everybody take care. We hope to see you soon.